Good morning, Odell Dragons, and welcome to your WROP News. Today is Wednesday, May the 20th, 2020. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now it's time for our joke of the day. Here's our joke for today. What kind of tree fits in your hand? Trees usually are pretty big, but maybe a palm tree fits in your hand? Get it? Because your hand has a palm? Your weather for today is a high of 59 degrees with a 100% chance of rain. We could get up to 1 to even 2 inches of rain today. Our winds are going to be 10 to 20 miles per hour, so it looks like it's going to be windy and rainy. Not a very beautiful day to be outside, but I love watching the rain, so maybe you can enjoy watching the rain too. Switching over to our thought of the day for today. Keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see a shadow. So what do you think that means? If we keep our face to the sunshine, then we cannot see a shadow. I know if I'm facing the sun, then I can't see my shadow, but that means something deeper. So let's take a moment and think. Perhaps it means if we look for the good in things, then we can't see anything that would be dark like a shadow. So let's try to see the positive in every day. Morning, Dragons. It's time to pick our Tuesday trivia winner. This week's question had to do with Dinosaur Day, and it was to name a type of dinosaur. So there were lots of you that came up with great answers, so let's spin and find out. Congratulations, Allison and Miss Rosales' class. Great job. And there's still a few more weeks of Tuesday trivia, so for those of you that are playing, keep up the good work. If you haven't been playing, you have a few more weeks to get in on the. And now we're going to get ready for I Wonder Wednesday. Remember, if you're submitting a wonder through our link on our website, it has to be something that I can look up an answer to. So some of your questions might be things that you really want to know, like when are we going to get to go back to school? But unfortunately, I cannot know the answer to that. So make sure that if you submit an I Wonder Wednesday, that it's something I can look up so that your question can be featured on the news. All right, here's our first question for today. Annabelle in Miss Rosales' class wanted to know, how many weeks are there in a year? And the answer is, there are 52 weeks in a year each year. Our next one comes from Maria in Miss Hill's class, and she wanted to know, when was the first computer made? Well, that's kind of a tricky one, but the first mechanical computer was designed by Charles Babbage sometime between 1833 and 1871, but that's not really what we consider a computer today. It was just the first device that could compute something. The first computer that might be kind of the parent of the computers we have today was invented in 1943, and it was an ENIAC, and it was invented by two people whose last names are Mauchly and Eckert. And that computer was so big that it filled an entire room. So think about how amazing it is that we have phones that are computers in our hands right now, and that first computer was massive. Our last question for today was from Konstantinos in Miss Ingram's class, and he wanted to know, why is A the first letter of the alphabet? That's a good question. I didn't know, but it traces back to where our alphabet came from. Our alphabet originated with some people called the Phoenicians, and they used a character called Aleph, And that was what looks like our A, but it's sideways. And then the Greeks changed that alphabet a little bit, and their first letter that looked like an A was called alpha. And eventually it became our alphabet, but A has always been first. Good questions, guys! Have a wonderful Wednesday, Dragons, and I will see you here tomorrow for Thursday's news.